There's ways in which you can prepare for FIFA 23 right now. The game's not even out yet and we still have about 3 to 4 weeks, but there's things that you can do right this second within FIFA 22 so that once the game is released, you can hit the ground running. And that's exactly what we're going through in today's video. But before we do get into the video, if you really want a head start within FIFA 23 by actually buying coins, there is no better place than Mule Factory. Head over there to get yourself some cheap, fast FIFA 23 coins, completely reliable, and if you use Fnatic5 at checkout, you'll also get yourself a 5% discount. Link can be found in the description down below. Getting back into the video, the main release for FIFA 23 is the 30th of September, but you can get it earlier by getting the Ultimate Edition, which will release on the 27th of September. But no matter which boat you're in, whether or not you're getting the Ultimate Edition or Standard Edition, there's things that you can still do right now which will definitely help you out by the time whichever version does release. The first way is by taking advantage of the FIFA 23 PreSeason Promo, which is currently active on FIFA 22 Ultimate Team. This promo benefits you with players on FIFA 22 towards the end of the year, plus on top of that you'll get extra rewards on the release of FIFA 23 fairly early on. And some of the tasks that you need to complete are incredibly easy. You have objectives, friendlies, and also SBCs that you will need to go through. Starting with SBCs, you'll see challenges which are time limited. They're only there for a limited amount of time. And the requirements to finish this are normally to have a full squad, starting 11, round about 30 chemistry, and you need to have a full bronze team. They are incredibly easy to do. Once you complete, which literally takes seconds, you'll be rewarded with an 84 plus player pick, and it tends to give out something pretty good. In both of my player picks so far, I managed to go and get some really decent team of the season players. But what's even better is that it also ticks off the objective for you to complete one of these SBCs, and you will need to complete 3 for you to get the reward for FIFA 23. And these challenges are on a weekly, bi-weekly rotation, so that once they're done, even more get added. And you want to complete as many of these as possible. The other way in which you can take advantage of this is by going into friendlies. There are 2 friendly game modes which you can go through right now, each of them used for a different type of objective. One of them requires you to go through and you have unlimited games, but you need to complete set objectives where you'll have to play or even score goals with certain types of players, or with a certain amount of players from a specific type of team that's in your starting 11. The other one will give you 10 games per day and you need to get as many wins as possible. But what's really cool about this game mode is that you're able to score a goal and the game's over. It's golden goal. And they are some of the easiest games that you're able to go through. So for you to actually complete this objective, overall you need to win 27 games. It sounds like a lot, but you have a week, 2 weeks to actually go through these games, and each game takes a maximum of 2 to 3 minutes, especially if you're able to score very early on. There's some games which have lasted 40 seconds, not 40 seconds of FIFA time, 40 seconds our time, and it's just been over, just because of being able to score straight from kickoff. Now, depending when you're watching this video will depend on what objectives are available. These will expire soon, and once they're done, there will be another round of objectives that you will need to complete, and this time they may be different. But I guarantee you that there will be more challenges available, and it's a very good choice for you to go through these, complete as many as you can, so that once the release for FIFA 23 comes around, you will also have some additional rewards which you can open. And even though it's not guaranteed that you're going to get something good, if you do get something good, it sets you up for the rest of FIFA. The next way in which you can prepare, and this is only for those which are looking to pour hundreds of thousands of FIFA points right at the beginning, is to load up on FIFA points. Ultimate Team allows you to do a one-time transfer right at the beginning. So all the FIFA points that you currently have on FIFA 22 will transfer over to FIFA 23. You'll get a message the second that you log into Ultimate Team for the very first time, and it'll say something along the lines of, "We noticed that you have unspent FIFA points on your previous Ultimate Team. Do you want to transfer them?" You'll click yes, and everything from FIFA 22 being FIFA points will transfer to FIFA 23. But this year, it's only for a very specific type of player. Normally, this is only worth doing if you're going to get hundreds of thousands of FIFA points, and it's purely because it would save you time to do it now rather than actually going into early access, and when you do only have 10 hours of gameplay for you to waste that time going through the store just to buy FIFA points. Your time is much better spent elsewhere. So you can do it now and then just do a one-time transfer on the release and still have 10 hours of gameplay. This year, Early Access is releasing on the 27th, the exact same time as the Ultimate Edition. So if you are looking to get the Ultimate Edition, you don't need to go and buy into Early Access. And you do have unlimited time, so you can just go and buy the FIFA points then. So it does mean that the one-time transfer for FIFA points is only worth doing if you are going to get early access on the 27th of September. You're not getting the Ultimate Edition, you're going to get the Standard Edition, which does save you 3 days so you can have more gameplay during that time, but you are still willing to spend hundreds of thousands of FIFA points on Ultimate Team. It's a very niche and very selective group of players, but if that is you, then this is the best way that you can make the most of your time. The next way to prepare is by looking back on previous years to see what normally happens. Every single year, EA follows the exact same pattern, and they do this because it makes money. There's no reason to try and fix something when it's not broken. There's going to be a few slight differences because there's changes to Ultimate Team with the likes of chemistry, there's new game modes, but 99% of the process when starting Ultimate Team is exactly the same, and that leads to patterns on a year-by-year basis. There will be trading methods that will work every single year just because it suits the pattern of Ultimate Team. There will be investments that you can make every single year and they will always work yet again because it fits the pattern. So if you are unsure of the best way to go and start FUT with FIFA 23, you can actually look back in some of the previous years and you will find the answer. One tip that I can give you right this second, which you will be able to use on the release, is to look to invest into special cards. It doesn't matter who they are, as long as they're a special card, they're part of Team of the Week 1, they could be one to watch week 2, whatever it is. If they're listed anywhere between 10 to around about 20k, it could be a silver inform, a bronze inform, a gold inform, no matter what, it's worth buying into them. You just buy into one of each of those cards, and there may be quite a few. You'll send them to your club and just forget about them. Wait a month, 2 months, come back, look at those players, and you'll see that they've increased by a pretty decent amount. These tend to be some of the rarest players within the game, and as you bought them for pretty much their minimum of 10 to 20k, there's a lot of upside for what they can increase to. And it's not just the first team of the week or the first one to watch team, you can actually do this on a weekly basis, all the way from the moment FUT is released, all the way to December, and then after that it starts to drop off a bit. And all of this is very easily tracked because you can use the likes of FUTWiz to look at FIFA 22, FIFA 21, FIFA 20, and just check different types of players as part of Team of the Week 1 or One to Watch 1. And you can analyze exactly how the player's price has changed across the whole year. And this is just one investing tip. There will also be loads of different trading methods or loads of different processes where if you follow the system step by step right at the beginning, you'll be in a much better position than most players playing FUT, especially when they don't understand the systems in place. And the last tip that I have for you is to keep up to date on the latest news from content creators. Now, if you enjoy the content here, of course you can subscribe and turn on notifications because I'll be giving you the latest tips and the latest news around trading and the best way for you to start Ultimate Team. But if you have made it this far into the video and you don't like it, which is kind of amazing because we're coming towards the end, then you can move on and look at other content creators and follow them if you enjoy their content. But either way, you want to have someone that you can reliably always go to who will always have the latest news and provide the latest tutorials. And it doesn't even need to be content creators as such. You can also look at different types of communities, especially when going over to Patreon, if you want to actually go and pay to be part of a community, or go and look at Discord servers. In there, you'll get loads of players sharing their opinions, and you'll even start to see people setting up their starter teams. This will give you a good idea of what's going to happen, what cards are going to be the most popular at the beginning. That way, if you are one of the first to get into Ultimate Team, you can try to quickly buy one of those players just to store to your club, hold them for a bit so that once the rest of the community logs on with the Ultimate Edition, once they get it, or even a few days later with Standard Edition, you already have that player, the demand all of a sudden spikes, and you can sell that player on for profit. Or you can do the complete opposite. If you see everyone is going for a particular type of player, you can avoid them. You see that there's so much attention around them that you're better off looking for a different type of player, and maybe that's the point in which you find one of those hidden gems. The choices that you make is entirely up to you, but it is worth having some source of information which isn't directly from EA. You want to be part of some community. That way you can see exactly what the fan base is following and what they're going to be doing, so that you can make the decisions of whether or not you're going to copy or you're going to take advantage of that by doing something completely different. Anyway guys, these are the ways in which you can start preparing right now for FIFA 23. We're less than a month away from the release, and this is normally the point in which there is a lot of hype. If you enjoyed this video, there's a lot more videos coming over the next couple of weeks ready for the release, and once it does release, there will be loads of tutorials which will show you the best way to start FUT. But anyway guys, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. But for now, I'm going to see ya.